This is part 1 of assignment to MongoDB. The Twitter dataset given to us has a lot of components which have error. These are marked by red. So we need to remove this. And also so you can see here that I have marked them by red. So these are the errors and I want to remove it. And we also need to remove this number long, which is an invalid key value. And so I am going to drop it also. Now, how to drop them? For dropping them, what I will do is I will use the Python notebook. So now let us open the Jupyter notebook to remove the error values. Now here in the code I am reading each line and I am writing it into new file. The new file will therefore be error free. Now using this my dataset will be clean without any arbitrary characters which does not pass as JSON. Once my dataset is passed as JSON, I am uploading it to my MongoDB server. Let us now open the MongoDB server. Now here you can see that in the tweets dataset I have tweets collection. This is my command prompt, you can see it. And in the command prompt, you can also see the tweets dataset. Now we will discuss something about extracting keywords from a particular text. I will use text search, which is there in MongoDB. You can read about text search in the MongoDB. So in our case, the field which has string as its value is a text field. So I will create index and name it as text for our text field. So using this command, you can see this command here. I was able to create index called text on our text field. Now we can use the text index to search the string for any text of our desire. On running the command, we will be able to get any text field which has a health keyword. Now we'll discuss about extracting name entities or parts of speech from the text field. Here we import PyMongo, Mango Client, NLTK, and then connect using Mongo Client. Now we are going to create a cursor only for the text and ID field. After that, we are going to create a new function. After creating a new function, we are going to pass text field. For each text field, we are going to see whether the word in that text field matches any of this. Probably a noun, adjective, adverb, or so on. If it matches any of this, it is considered as a keyword. So we will update our CSV file, and once we update our CSV file, we are going to create a new field called keywords in our MongoDB database. And once we create a new keyword, we are going to upload the CSV file. Now you can see that I created a keyword for each document. For text field with John, us, Adelaide, the Hilton, Sydney written, the keywords are, you can see John, Hilton, Sydney, and so on. Now moving on ahead, we are going to see the framework and pseudocode to run raw tweet into a contextualized text. I have created a workflow on basis of which we will create the framework and a pseudocode. Data can be of any format. After that, we will the data of any format can be converted to text. Then we will contextualize the data by extracting important information, enriching it, and linking. And we will widen the scope of our data set by linking it to external knowledge source, either by Google KG or Wikidata. After linking, we will index it and make it available to the end user. So end users are probably the analysts or the people who does research and so on. So that is a very simple workflow I have created. Now based on the workflow I have created a framework. You can see the framework here now. The first item is the information item, which can be a text tweet. That is, text tweet is all the information from the text tweet we have got, like keywords, name and titles, etc. The next is featured item. We get the featured item using lexical based analysis, natural language based analysis, schema based analysis, and using these type of analysis we can extract either keywords, parts of speech, tweet source, location of tweets, retweet counts, etc., etc. You can see it in that work in the framework very clearly. And then after featurizing the items, we go to semantic item. So the semantic item can be created by linking it to an external data source. Once we have linked this to an external data source, we get a wider scope of our data. For example, let me give you an example. Like for example, if a tweet has Scott Morrison and we extracted the word Scott Morrison from a word to that tweet. Now once we link it to an external data source, be it any external data source, be it Wikipedia or anything else, we will get all the details about him. Like for example, he is a PM of Australia, he is from Liberal Party of Australia, and so on. So that is the use of semantic item. So from information item, we have got information. We have extracted a keyword and we have got the information about it by linking it to an external source. Now, lastly, I am going to run through my pseudocode, which has all the steps to run from info item to a semantic item. Now, first let me change the slide. First, we will input the info item, Then as output, we will get a contextualized item. In the first MR job, we will retrieve info item schema and do pre-processing. In the second MR job, we will extract features. In the third MR job, we will construct enrichment set using lexical base or natural language processing based features. In the fourth MR job, we will link our data set to an external data source to widen the scope of our data. Thank you.